Hello everyone, it's John from DoubleSleeved here. Welcome to another episode of Drafting with John, and we are going to draft some glorious Zendikar Rising. I know what you're thinking. How are we going to compare to our last couple of drafts? Where, spoiler alert, we did alright. Well, we're not going to put too much pressure on ourselves, number one. And we're just going to go out and draft a fun deck, enjoy playing it, try and get some good games out of it. See where we go. There's only one kind of major deck that we've not drafted, one and a couple we've not drafted in a while, which is Black Blue Rogues, which would be cool. But yeah. We will see what we got. Okay, so the rare is the dual land. Not bothered on picking that. Pick one. We've got the Shadow Cat. I'm not sure I've actually ever drafted the Shadow Cat. Bit of a sacrificey 1/1 countery kind of situation. It's okay. Veteran Adventurer. Party green. Not my favourite colour. The Relic Axe, good for warriors, but otherwise, and then really, and I know it's going to be a bit samey, but that Royal Eruption. I have not found a Royal Eruption in my hand and thought, oh no, like there is always something to do with it. It hits face for 7 mana. Well, it hits face for 2 mana if you want to do 3 damage, but there are so many good combos. Red is a pretty good card. Don't mind drafting warriors. Don't mind drafting wizards. It's just a great card. Oh no. Oh, that's a great card. Anyone remember I think the last deck we drafted, or the deck before that, was an ORA deck. It's a great rare. It's a great rare. Someone's picked a common out of there, and unless it was a Royal Eruption, Into the Royal is the only other one. I mean, that is a great card. Is it better than Bloodchief's Thirst? Probably. I'm going to keep my options open. I'm going to take it. I don't want to keep drafting clerics, but if they're open, I'll draft them. I wonder if Thirst is a bit more flexible. I just don't know if I like Rakdos. You know what? I might take Thirst and just leave clerics for somebody else. Is that bad when it's the best deck? This is where we draw the uncommon. If we get the uncommon next, I'm going to be so mad. Okay. Well, you know what? There's a couple of options here. So we've got the Thirst again, right? Just great removal. First of all, for 1 mana, yes, it's sorcery speed, but for 1 mana, you get rid of something with converted mana cost 2 or less. Or for 4 mana, you just straight out get rid of it. You got Rebirth, which is a good card, and it's the MDF card, which brings something back basically when it dies. Then you've got Gomafada Vanguard, which is a great warrior card, right? Or you've got Deadly Alliance. I just think Deadly Alliance is just... is Bloodchief's Thirst just better? I'm going to take another Bloodchief's Thirst. We've passed a couple of Into the Royals we've got to be aware of. And we're passing a Deadly Alliance, which isn't good. And a Rabid Bite, which is another great card. Some fantastic packs for like removal and like... just not a lot of meat around that bone. I think we are best off taking this Sorcerer. Okay, so it's a 3/3 for 4 that pings for 1, and in this format is pretty good. Pings for 1 whenever you cast instant sorcery or wizard. Now we don't necessarily need to cast wizards if we're casting instants and sorceries, but it is a wizard for our whatever synergy we want. You've also got the Blight Priest, which is great in that cleric deck that we're not drafting. Otherwise, the Pickaxe is okay. Good for landfall decks. It's not bad in other decks, you know. 1 mana, equip it to something, and then it just gets +2/+2 every now and then. The Banneret's okay, but really mainly in warrior decks. The Geyser Mage is good in wizard decks. The Squid's pretty gnarly. Barrage is okay in kind of like aggressive decks, and the aesthetic's okay. But I'm happy with the Sorcerer. I quite like the Acquisitions Expert. Kabira takedowns are really good. But at this point, I'd rather try and draft Rakdos, I guess. It's something we've not done before, so happy to do it. Either Skydance is okay, Practice Tactics is pretty good. But yeah, the takedown's definitely probably the strongest card here. I don't like Spellcraft, although if we do end up going kind of, we've got Rogue and Sorcerer, if we do end up going sort of Rakdos Party, then it wouldn't be a bad pickup. The Ambush is good too. I've got time for the Ambusher. I think in this sort of instance, I'd rather take the uncommons and make the most of it and go for that. Okay, so a Bubble Snare. I'm going to pick up this Bubble Snare for a couple of reasons. Blood price is meh. Not really that bothered by trying to get a couple of cards out of the top sort of 4, whatever it is, of your library. The Hellhound is, again, if you don't draw it early, it's a bit like, what's that doing? Molten Blast is okay. I don't mind picking one up, but I've got a Roller Eruption and a couple of Thirsts. And the Helion's alright, but we've not got any MDFCs, and I'm not all that bothered with it. But Bubble Snare is just one of the best commons in the set, so the fact that we've got it this late means, is blue open? And there's another one there as well. I'll take that. Chilling Trap's good if we're going Wizards, but if we're not, it's not great. Okay. I don't like any of these cards. Probably the best card is the Squid. So I'll pick the Squid up. So this was our original pack, I believe. I'll take a... In fact, I'll take a Mind Drain. I would take a... The Gnarled Colony is probably the best card here. But I'll take a Mind Drain on the back of it being the next best and in colours that we might play. How has Into the Royal come round? If we get 2 Into the Royals... I was going to say... Oh my goodness. We don't really want any of these cards, so we'll take a Cleansing Wildfire. We don't want any of these cards, but we'll take a Highborn Vampire for the sake of a card. Synchronized Spellcrafts come round, so we'll take that. Oh my goodness. So we've not really got any like kind of standout amazing cards. We've got a couple of Bubble Snares, we've got a couple of Blood Chief's Thirsts, and we've got a Royal Eruption. So 3 colours. We don't want to play 3 colours. Like, that would be a nightmare to be in that situation. And Helion. Okay. Well. So that's a Rogue. A Flying Death Touch Lifelink Rogue. A bit of a winner, I would say. Be hard pushed to not take this card. I mean, if you were in green, these two are pretty good. You got your fight on the back of a land, and you've got go and get a couple of lands. There's nothing really in this pack other than sort of maybe if you're going rogues, which we might go rogues. You know, we've got a rogue. There's nothing to say that we wouldn't go rogues if it came up, but more than happy to take this Nighthawk. Well, aren't we being punished for not going clerics? Okay then, it's a Vanquish the Week here. I'm not in for milling. Bane Veil's okay, but removal is just better. A Bug Catcher would be great, and at some point we are going to have to be concerned by things like the curve and what the deck will actually look like, but for now I'm pretty happy to go Vanquish the Week and keep our removal train a-going. Ay. Okay, we're like reaching some quite important points now where we either go Umara Mystic and go Wizards, which is a late time to go Wizards. Or, I mean, what are the other options? What are we missing out if we do that? The cat. which I'm not a big fan of. I don't really like Saloon Division. I'm not taking MDFCs just because they're the great cards in the set. We're not Clerics. I'm not... Blood Priest is okay, but Electromancer, Sneaking Guide, I'm just not bothered by them. So it's probably a Bug Catcher here. I know that there is definitely a debate around Electromancer. I mean, I do like the Fury, but I just don't know if we're going to be playing particularly big things. And like I said, I'm just not in for picking that up just because it's an MDFC. Like, I'm really proud of Wizards for coming up with the idea, and it's a great thing, and it will fit really well in a lot of decks. But I'm not going to take something that I'm probably just going to play as a land when I could just have a mountain. Okay. It's a pretty clear Geyser Mage here. I can't believe I'm probably going to cut Thirsts and a Night on the Scavenger. This is really tough. It's going to be a really late decision, which I'm not comfortable with at all. So what are my options? I mean, I feel like red is my weakest. But like, what are these cards? I don't like any of them. We're going to be last pack decision making, which I don't do. I really don't do that. And then we get that. I guess rogues are out of the question at this point. I really don't want to do the whole Wizard Warrior combo again. I don't think it works as well as you'd want it to. I know the Bane Veil's there, but I'd rather have the Bug Catcher for curve purposes. For curve perp eye. And the little sneaky. And the little Wizard. And we'll take the Scorch Rider, and then we'll be left with something else. So, that means, and I cannot believe I'm going to be getting rid of the Scavenger. The 2 Bloodchief Thirsts. I don't even think it's worth splashing for it. You know, we have gotten into the Royal, a couple of Bubble Snares, and we've got a Royal Eruption, so we have got things to... I doubt we'll play that. To do. Oh, and then we draw literally nothing. Maybe we splash. What is going on? So if we wouldn't be able to splash the double black, but it's really risky. We may not be able to. We may not need to. I'll take a second Royal Eruption. I'll take a third or a fourth if they're going to come round. I'll take a Fissure Wizard. You know what? I'm just gonna cut these for now. This is such a nervous draft. I just don't know how I feel about this whole thing. And now there's a Feed the Swarm and a Thwart the Grave. I'm happy with the amount of removal we've got. We've got like a payoff. The Rockslide Sorcerer is pretty good as well, I guess, for that. Another Vanquish. Black was open, but so was red and blue. And like green looks like no one's taking anything. White? Maybe blue wasn't open. Maybe I'm just convincing myself because I feel like I did the wrong thing. Who knows? We're not going to be splashing black now. We've got enough cards to be getting on with. Again, I'm just not bothered by these MDFCs that aren't like... The Wizard's pretty good. The Treachery's pretty good. They're like late game kind of just in case situations. I think I will take a Duelist. It's just good combat action. I like its little sneaky. And how are we looking for... We've got Wizard, Warrior, Rogue, no Clerics. Probably won't play the Tempest. Really? Oh, man. I try and draft a Cleric deck and I don't see a Vial or an uncommon the entire time. And then one just floats around. Rabid Bite till the end. No one's in green. Practice. This is depressing. Okay, everybody. My fine people. So I've got two of these guys. I'm not playing around with... Yeah. Right. I'm going to just do 16 lands. I like this land. So, we're 3 cards over. We're 1 card over. So, we've got a Treachery towards the end and we've got a Wizard towards the end. So this kind of high spot is less necessary. We can pick them both up with the Helion if we really need to. The Spellcraft isn't going to be getting any value for me. I'd rather have the Molten Blast to get rid of an artifact if we need it to. We'll go for the Electromancer. Sits us at how many wizards? 9? Yeah, okay. So I'm not offended by this deck. I guess the only other question is like Skyclave or Duelist. I think I'm just better off with the Skyclave. No, I'm better off with the Duelist. Right. We've not played black. We've ditched our nice rare. We've not even named the deck. What are we playing at? It's Wizards again. Okie dokie. There we go. So, I hope this is gonna go okay. So, in a couple of weeks' time, once we get through the half-term break for schools, I will potentially, no promises here, potentially be starting to stream on Twitch. And I'm looking to begin with a 10 draft 10 hour, 12 hour, how far will 5,000 gems go, something like that, just to see how it goes, just as a kind of a chance to be on stream for a big chunk of time, so that people can kind of drop in and say hello and see what the sitch is and catch us as we're going by. I expect to sit there for 10 hours on my own, but you know, I don't mind this opening hand. But it's just a, you know, a little something. If you'd be interested in that, let me know. Like, you know. I'll probably just be drafting the whole time. I might do a bit of standard, I don't know. I'll have to sort of plan it a little bit maybe. Okay, so we attack, we kill their sellsword. Do we snare the squid? Are we that bothered by the squid? So I think my thoughts here are, we've got another bug catcher out to sort the sellsword out if they want to attack. If they attack, see if they want to do anything. I'll probably duelist. I'm doing this because I want to play Electromancer this turn. And I can now snare the squid. Hit them for a many, and we've got a board. So that's good. We've got a Royal Eruption ready. They have got a handful of cards. But we can block with the bug catcher without affecting party. That's not too much of a worry for us. Playing that out just as is fine. I think we let the sellsword through. Okay, so we attack with the bug catchers. And they trade with those guys. I think we just hold. We hold. Okay, we draw some cards, they gain some life. So we've got a couple of options here. We can probably want to wait one more turn to kick the Geyser Mage. So we attack with the Helion. It trades with 2 of their guys. Or 1 of their guys. Yeah, fine. They want to use a trick. A 2 for 1. Fine by me. It's still got a lot of cards in their hand, so... Okay, send a bug catcher back. That's fine. So I guess my thoughts on the Geyser Mage, whatever I send back, they are just going to be able to send back. If that makes sense. So I kind of want to keep it. The Electromancer has good blocks on the Geyser Mage. I don't know if I'm holding this Royal Eruption for anything in particular. I'm not sure I'm particularly thrilled by this 3-a-turn situation. That's not a particularly big threat. I mean, I could just get rid of the Raptor. Okay, so if I bounce the Geyser Mage, I can get in for quite a bit of damage. Or I bounce the Trap Finder. They've probably got a Royal Eruption in their hand. Not a Royal Eruption, an Into the Royal. I kind of want to kick that for 5. These guys are doing 4 each. Pretty happy with that. I get that they can get a land back in their hand, but I'm just not sure that that's all that much of a bother for me. I think that's the game. Yep. So I think that they probably blocked. Well, if they blocked poorly. I think they were expecting a trick, which is fair enough. But good. Starting the right way. First step towards the old 7-0. We didn't see any of our major cards, but you know, I like the core of the deck, so it's a risky keep. What are you gonna do? Okay. So I think I offer that. They say no. And turn. I'm happy for them to sink mana into that. Conscious if they're going to go big counters, then this thing not being off the board isn't ideal. And they're going to hit us for 6, which is annoying. But I think I might just gain 2 life. I could triple block, but it's not worth it because they would just kill all my things. Okay, so they've got the combo, the double. So this thing, yeah, it puts things on things. So locking up that Baloth and that Shambler is good. But we will have to double block the Horn Beetle, which is less than ideal. Okay, they lose 2 life, that's fine. Looking for something to do. Okay, so we can't kick that yet. Right, let's keep not. Let's see what they want to do. So, trades, you could argue it was probably not the best, but with the Royal Eruption in hand, I'm not overwhelmingly bothered. That's not good at all. We are a couple of lands away. Just wondering if they should attack with the insect. Okay, fair enough. They take some damage. So it is a delaying tactic, that. Question is, can I wait for 2 lands so I can hit them in the face? Can I stall that long? I just, for once, I just need to draw lands. I need them to have some sort of misplay. Ah, they're baiting me. I'm not a fan. I'm expecting one of those instant speed, put a land on the board. Okay. We're one closer. I'm literally holding out for a land. One land. One land and we win the game. Because that thing's not... There's no trample. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, it's a nightmare. Oh, it's an absolute nightmare. I don't know if attacking was ever going to be the right decision there, but yeah, that's the thing that we were worrying about. So that gets +1/+1 times 2. They're going to make a load of those. We drew a land, we win the game. Ah! You know, we can't really do a lot against that sort of scaled counters and big stuff. And, you know, we need to win the game earlier than that. But close. Close, close, close. What are you going to do? 1-1. I think haven't we started like most of the videos with a 1-1? Oh dear. Still haven't seen the sorcerer yet. Still haven't seen the Amara wizard yet. Whatever it's called. Oh dear. Oh, well. We had all islands. We'll get a little sneaky guide out. Cool. I shan't be trading my bug catcher with that royal mage. The guide and the bug catcher are a good combo. I feel like this whole kicker, Simic kicker, is scary. Okay, they chose to do nothing. Playing that before combat. So they've got something that oh, okay. I thought I had something that made the Raw Mage bigger. They probably did. Okay. So they're rampy bamping. So if I tie the Raw Mage up, what game am I playing? If I bounce the Raw Mage, they can just play it to get back an instant or sorcery, which they'll get back that Vastwood Surge. And I'd hit them for 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'm best off just doing that. We're holding open the Into the Royal. They've got to have something scary about their person. Another Raw Mage or something maybe, but they don't want to get rid of the Raw Mage they've got. They're not blocking with it. Okay. So I'm missing Wizard. It's a good combo. Got the full party out, hitting for 5. Got a couple of turns to get rid of one of those two. I've still got an Into the Royal, I've got a Bubble Mage. What are they getting rid of? The Bug Catcher. That's fair enough. Can't argue with that. So I guess the point of that was trying to clear the path a little bit, maybe. I'm hoping that, obviously, if they've got something to kick, which they should have, loads of stuff, then they're going to get another Drake, which is going to be boring, but hey ho. I'll play the Yamara Wizard anyway. Okay, so I'm taking 10. I should be able to hit. If they leave one thing back, I should be able to hit with the wizard as well. So, we should have them unless they gain a significant amount of life or don't attack with everything. And then it potentially gives us another turn anyway. If they leave two things back, then we leave the Umara Wizard back. We don't cast into the Royal. We leave it as a blocker. We attack with just a Bug Catcher. For 5. If they destroy something or into the Royal something, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's a good outcome. I think that's the game. How much life? You know, I've got plenty of mana. No. Well, I've messed that up. Luckily, unless they've got a spell shield, which they could kick. A kick spell shield. Oh, we're fine. We are so lucky. So lucky that we drew that Royal Eruption. Oh man, how did I mess up the bloody sneaking guide? Don't look at me. I'm ashamed. Just like, yeah, I know what I want to do. And I rush through it. Terrible. Terrible play. But, Royal Eruption, first pickable. It's just so good. Silly. Silly good. Oh, I'd be interested to know if you guys would have gone red-blue or if you'd have tried to make black work. And how you would have used, what you would have done. I feel like if I saw a few more rogues later on, I would have probably just gone blue-black rogues, but this isn't keepable, is it? Oh, I've got so many things I could draw, though. Oh, I can't believe I'm mulliganing that. And look what I get in return. Oh. So, this isn't great. Can't believe I'm going to have to get rid of the... I need to draw a mountain. Simple as that. That mountain on the top. Nope. It's not good. It's not good. Play a creature. Thank you. I play in the Mystic out. It blocks the healer, although it's risky to do so. I shan't be blocking the healer. I shall be blocking the healer. Oh man. Right, what do I pitch? Okay, that's something. So I'm in a race with the life linkers. Brilliant. They attack with a healer, a block with a wizard, a duelist, and hopefully that's enough. Oh. Mulling to 6 is just the worst. Fair enough. Do I try and kill the I'll take that trade. Palorino. Well, we've got good blocks. We've got a flying threat. We're on even life total. We've got Into the Royal in the hand. Could be worse. Yep, there it is. Could be worse. Yep, that's the guy. It's not ideal. They'll play that back out next turn. They've probably just got to. Now it's a race. It's not got lifelink, so they're not going to grow it. They've not got lifelink, so... That Scion's going to hit us for 3. That's not good. That is a combo. Oh yeah. Wow. That is a kick right in the pants. Where are my bubble snares? It's not a bubble snare at all. I've lost the game, so... Okay. So the one Royal Eruption, the one into the Royal... No, 2 Royal Eruptions. The one into the Royal... The 2 bubble snares, the molten blast. Not quite cutting that mustard. So we need two more wins, otherwise it will be considered by most and/or all as an unsuccessful endeavour. I feel like this is one of the trickier drafts I've had where I don't feel like the lane appeared. Ooh, Crowman. Whoever you are. Luckily, that's the only benefit of these MDFCs. Okay, are we going to face some warriors? It would appear so. They play another land, they attack, it really hurts. Yes, okay. Oh, they don't attack, they just put that on, which makes it equally as bad. I take 3, I look sad. We get shown what real aggro is. But at least we have a blocker for the ambusher, although they attack with 3 mana open, so I can't block. They don't do anything. Interesting decision. So they've got something. A practice tactics deals 2 damage to... Okay. So they cast that for 3. Interesting. Interesting. Still short on mana? Okay. Oh. So that's got good blocks on that. I've got to keep that damage ticking over. I've got a Royal Eruption for whenever I need it. The Gomafada Vampire will be able to stop the Mystic from blocking. But that's it. Think that's that. There you go. Ooh. We beat Boros aggro with our own... Is it aggro? Yes, it is aggro. Okay. Everybody just calm down. So at this stage, it's like gone up to not hugely embarrassing, but we really need that 4th win to get almost all of our gems back. Oh gosh. Playing a lesser god. At least not a greater god. What is this hand? I am not playing bad. I'm playing 18 lands. Hold on now. So I need 3 lands. Oh God, I put the wrong one to the bottom. Sweet Mary, I did the wrong thing. Oh, and I'm not punished. Oh, it's nice when that happens. That Death Touch thing is a pain in my backside. That Moss Pit Skeleton thing is a pain in my backside. If I do this... Probably more... That blocks the skeleton, which is good. Okay. Get rid of my Molten Blast or my Amara Mystic. I'm not going to Bubble Snare a 1-1. It's just not going to happen. Okay, wow. Really need that mana. We're going to attack with that now. Why do you have... Who runs 2? Who wants to run 2-2-2? This is a pain. Like, I can Molten Blast one of them, but there's another one. Ugh. Even, like, destroying the artifact, what's the benefit in that? It's just a 1 mana useless... The longer we wait, though, the worse it is for me. And I can't believe I'm doing that. I'm doing this because if they then do something to it... I cannot believe I'm doing this. No, I'm not. I'm not doing it. I'm not playing that game. It's a 1-1. Oh, man. How weak is this game? I bet you they've got some combat trick so they can save one of the Blight Blades as well. Unbelievable. What kind of game plan is 1-1 Death Touch army? They're just wondering, is it worth it? Go on, use both. Like, I've got my biggest thing out. Well, you've wasted a Palaka Predation. Oh. Oh, well, that's just like the best thing. They're going to want to get rid of that now. I mean, I shouldn't really have played it until I had something to do with it, but meh. You know how it is. I need anything, a Royal Eruption, or they need to play something that I can tap. That'll do. Donkey. That will do. They might as well attack with the Blight Blade now. So what is that thing going to be? A 5/5? That won't do, Donkey. Doesn't trigger it, John. You fool. It's got to be a wizard, an instant, or a sorcery, and that is an enchantment. There it is. Oh, all my Christmases. Well, we should have won this game. They play that. Doesn't matter. Oh, no. Overkill with the last cards, but that's what we need. You draw those cards, you win the game. Right, we've made it. We made it up to 4. This has been a really tough one. I've been really enjoying draft, and this is just stressing me out. You have the good times, your bad times. Off camera, I drafted an absolutely amazing black-white cleric deck, and I went 0-3. It was just the saddest thing you've ever seen. I need to get some WD-40 on this chair. It's not good. That's not a good sound. I'm going to have to do that straight away. Slap shot. Ugin. What is the... Oh, so frustrating. I'm going to keep it because I've got things I can just pitch a mount in to the Visual Wizard. Oh, yeah. That's perfect. Love me a Ruin Crab. 1. Royal Eruption. 2 islands. Ooh. So I wonder what game they're playing. Okay, so still got a Royal Eruption. The Bubble Snare doesn't matter. Into the Royal really doesn't matter. How quickly your number of cards in hand falls. Like I'm like X turns away from milling out already. It's so scary. These Ruin Crabs. Trying to clear the board a little bit. Don't mill my Royal Eruption. Don't do it. Okay, so I've got a 1 in 10. A 1 in 10 of drawing a Royal Eruption. Oh, of course. Absolutely. It's not a Royal Eruption. Oh my god, I can't even... the pain. I've got like 2 turns. Okay, so they've stopped drawing bloody stupid lands. man. Royal Eruption. It's still in there. It's one of my last 5 cards. Come on, I've got to draw it. Please let me draw it. Ah! No! No! I literally, if they play a land, like I don't, like Roost of Drakes plus Crab. What game is this? They have 2 crabs. That's unbelievable, Jeff. Like even that. I got milled. No. Oh, it's the worst feeling in the world when you get milled to death. I feel like a piece of pepper. A peppercorn. Or some flour. We got some of our gems back. We have enough gems for another go at another time. Either way, thank you all for watching. I hope you appreciate it. Show me with your love in the likes and comments below. Subscribe, etc. Let me know if you fancy a bit of streaming. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.